Hi friends, welcome or welcome back. My name is Nicole. I'm with the Guiding Arrow and I'm here today to do a reading for you guys. A pretty in-depth reading actually. Just to kind of do a check-in. I found this spread online and I really used it for myself and I wanted to pull some cards for you. So if you're seeing this pop up on any type of feed, feel free to click in and join us as we go in depth to do kind of like a check-in. I know it's been quite a powerful full moon, and that's actually the main reason why I had to do a spread for myself, because I just needed a quick check-in because let me tell you, it's been a hot minute. And things have been kind of crazy. So I wanted to do a quick check-in, pull some oracle cards too for each of the questions, and kind of like go into them. So the few questions that we're going to be asking is, where am I now? In what areas of my life can I be more organized? What rituals and routines can make me feel more empowered? Where do I derive my sense of duty from? And in which areas of my life do I need to be more balanced? So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I grabbed this from the Mystic Mondays, but we're going down the rabbit hole today. I'm using my Disney's Alice in Wonderland tarot and guidebook for this. Spirit, where... Oh, I spoke too soon. Where are they now? So we've got 3 cards there. In what areas of their life can they be more organized? Spirit was like, hold on, I got you. Can we get a clarifier for what areas of their life they can be more organized? Thank you. What rituals and routines can make them feel more empowered? Okay, we got 2 clarifiers for that one. Bear with me, I am going to show the cards once I fully have them pulled out. Where do they derive their sense of duty from? Came flying. Can we get a clarifier for where they get their sense of duty from, please? Clarifier for sense of duty. Clarifier for sense of duty, please, Spirit. Thank you. Almost there. Patience will pay off, I promise. I'm feeling this is the clarifier. Okay. And in what areas of their life do they need more balance, Spirit, please? Also, did one of these end up upright? This sometimes happens with this deck, which is the reason why I love working with it. In what areas of my life do the viewer need more balance in, please, Spirit? There you go. Oh, that's where we're going to go. And then can we get a clarifier, please, for that card? All right. Interesting. Oh, stop. This is interesting. I have shuffled this deck so many times, and these 2 cards always come out together. It's very, very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead. This is the back of the deck energy. All right, so we're gonna put those face down. I just thought that was really crazy. Okay, so where are you now? We've got 2 of spears and 2 of flowers. So this is swords and wands. Wands are the flowers here. And then we have to clarify strength in reverse. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll go per question, while also pull an oracle. So where you are right now is in a very indecisive spot. And to be honest with you, you're questioning your own strength and you're not really knowing where to focus when it comes to either your passionate endeavors or just in your life right now. Your inner strength is like supposed to be a beacon for you, but right now you've been battling it so much. And it's interesting to see this. The fact that both the 2 of spears and the 2 of flowers, so both the wands and the swords, are in reverse. And to get a clarifier that's also in reverse, it means there's a lot of blockages. I think that your biggest thing right now where you are at is that you're not recognizing the strength that you have, and it's being reflected in your indecisiveness. Like, you not trusting your inner voice, and you're not like trusting the decisions that you make. Like, let's say for example, you go and you're like, you know what, I want to treat myself, I'm gonna go buy this thing, and you go buy it, and then you're like, did I make the right choice? Like, should I have not bought this? Should I have? I probably shouldn't. I should go return this. And then it's like, it becomes this whole battle that really just kind of like knocks you onto your feet, like off your feet. You're not in a good stable place, right? And I can see that right now. That's where you are. Raw intention. Yeah, I think that the number one thing to do right now for when it comes to you and where you are, if you're happy, okay. I'm not convinced, but okay. You're being called to follow more of your raw intent. Like, if you decide to do something, follow it. Follow it and dedicate. And I know it's like the snapping is like kind of sassy, but like that's the number one thing I'm seeing here, where it's like your indecisiveness and like this, it's really tearing down your strength. And the number one thing about inner strength, and the best way to reinforce that, is to trust yourself more. And with raw intention coming out for the oracle, or for the guidance for this specific section, is raw intention, right? Like, so it's like, as soon as you, like, you're like, oh, you know what? I want ice cream today. Go get the ice cream. Don't question it. Don't batter it. Don't try to logic it. Just, oh, okay. I feel like doing this today. We're going to do it. And follow through with that. And that'll improve your current situation, your current energy. In what ways of your life can you be more organized? Oh, I love this. All right, so we have the mystery, which is the 2 in the major arcana, which is the high priestess, but I love that it's the Cheshire Cat, because let's talk about raw intention, friends. And then the 9 of hedgehogs. Yeah, so there's this level of independence that you're having a problem developing, because you're I don't want to regurgitate here, but like, the 2 of mystery is the high priestess, and the high priestess follows her intuition. The Cheshire Cat follows what he desires. There's no question. I mean, there are questions, but there's no question in his intent to himself. He does what he damn well pleases. He does what he damn well pleases. I don't know. We can coin that if we want. But, oh, I love that. Okay. We'll get into this in a second. I also love how it just flew out. It was like, nope, they need to hear this. But the 9 of hedgehogs, so the 9 of pentacles, is a very independent energy of someone who is well established, who's built, it's not even an empire, it's built the home in which they reside in, whether that be your body, whether that be your space, whether that be anything. But like, your intentionality that's coming from such a doubtful place, it's creating complications. And I suspect there might be a tower in the cards, but what I can see is that you've built this space for yourself, but like, it's like, in order, more or less, well, okay, in regards to the question, in what areas of the life can you be more organized in? It could be in your space. It could be you building your independence. It can be you following your intuition, following your gut will actually lead you to be more organized. And I know that's kind of like a flip tune from what we were talking about, but it's really not. You'll find the more that you align yourself, and the more that you are more in alignment with who you are actually destined to be, and I don't like using that D word very often, but you becoming more organized and listening to your intuition, listening to your gut feelings, listening to the things that you truly want, it's going to help you solidify a more rounded and grounded is what I'm hearing. Rounded and grounded narrative that is going to bring you more into alignment to what you're supposed to, not what you're supposed to, but like what is more aligned with who you are. It's like the indecisiveness, like here's the thing. You constantly trying to rationalize your state of being, especially right now, is starting to reflect important, and it's very obvious because like the fact is like your oracle card is the distraction of shiny things, which is kind of just reiterating this raw intention of like your gut feeling is telling you, you know what, I want to go to the movies today. Go to the movies. Because here's the thing, like anytime this energy here of constantly trying to rationalize is going to throw you more off course. When you are more following your gut feelings, now I'm not sitting here, if your gut feelings are telling you to hurt yourself, please go seek professional help. That is not what we are here for, and not what we are trying to amplify. We're trying to amplify healing and try to amplify self-improvement. And the biggest thing that I can advise to you is that the distraction of shiny things that you like, things that catch your attention and like tug at you to like go for it. Like if there's something that's like, hey, you know, I really want to try this, go try it. You know, like listen, your voice wants to be heard. And I'm saying that because my throat is being really, really blocked right now. Out of nowhere. So I have no place to put my water bottle. There we go. But yeah, no, follow the shiny. If something seems shiny to you, don't let this narrative of like, oh, should I do it? Should I not do it? Does this make sense? It doesn't matter if it makes sense or not, right? Anxiety screams and tries to rationalize. Your intuition will whisper and no. And this is a really powerful statement for you to use positively in your life, where if you are ever in a state of being going, I don't know if I did the right decision, you change that. You change it and go, no, I know I did the right thing for what I wanted in that moment. And then keep following those good feelings. And anytime something tries to batter you away from you being confident in the decisions that you're making, you go, no, I'm trusting my intuition. Because here's the beautiful thing about the Two of Mystery, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here, but the High Priestess is always about the subconscious and following the duality of that subconscious thought or inspiration. And think about the Cheshire Cat. Like, the Cheshire Cat dips his toes in both pools. Like, he is never a decisive force. And it's actually interesting that they used him to depict. But if you think about it, he is also, in a way, very much similarly, also very set in his ways because of his pattern, right? So it's like, you need to identify the patterns that are no longer serving you to build a more structured and sound independent space for yourself. And that comes with learning to trust yourself more. And it's in these small things like, okay, Nicole, how do I build my intuition and trust my intuition? Well, you have to follow it. The distraction of shiny things, right? The distraction of things that maybe it's not necessarily a distraction, but a guiding light. Because the more you delve into areas of your own interest and spend time with your own interest, you're going to unfold the beauty of the story that is yourself. Okay. Now that I've gone on my tangent. What rituals and routines can make you feel more empowered? What rituals and routines can make you feel more empowered? I love that. Okay. And then clarifying is the Ace of Flowers and then the Seven of Flowers in reverse. Oh. Okay. So some rituals and routines that can empower you more is to follow the whimsy, follow the passion, put in that work, put in it's interesting. Oh wait, it's the 8 of hedgehogs. My goodness, the G was missing. So okay, so yeah, it is put in the work. I sometimes get these two mixed up with, as you can tell, the hedgehogs are very creative. I won't trash the deck. I love this deck very much. Just, they kind of lost me at the hedgehogs. But anyways, the 8 of hedgehogs is all about putting in the elbow grease. There's a little bit more work that needs to be done. And the rituals and routines that you need to establish is to constantly keep letting down your guard to your desires. Because especially with like the Ace of Flowers is all about like the Ace of Wands, right? The Suite of Wands is all about the fire, the passion. It's like things that light your soul on fire, right? And the different aspects. But with the Ace of Flowers, you have this like lit, like it's honestly like kind of like a torch or a lighthouse, like guiding your way of kind of like, it is okay. Honestly, this is reiterating. If this energy resonates with you, I highly, highly, highly tell you right now, go and follow your passion. Follow the instincts. Follow the small whispers of like, it'd be really cool to try this like painting class or something. Or, I really wanted to try a cooking class one time. Do it. Follow that. Like if you see an event somewhere, I will tell you, it will amaze you. The more in alignment that you are with yourself and the things that you're meant to do, the more aligned things will come into your nature. Things will just consistently just keep working out, and it is going to amaze you. And I swear, just keep putting in the work. It's interesting. We have the 8 of hedgehogs here telling you to like recycle this and to like consistently stay with this power. And then you have the Strength card, which is the 8 of the major arcana. Like 8 is a big number of abundance. Like this can really truly be a great abundant time for you to really saturate yourself with self-confidence, which is a beautiful thing to see. Success and transformation. Oh, I can't you guys saw this. I can't make this up. The success and transformation. Yes, like you are going to see success through this, and you're going to watch yourself bloom. And there might be, you honestly right now, like your current energy is giving the vibes of you being kind of like in gestation mode. Like you're in your cocoon, like you're waiting. And it's in these moments, while rest is very important, it's also important to like solidify the solid foundations of your confidence and your self-assurance, and to go, okay, you know what? I know that I really want to try this. I'm going to go try it. Like, I really want to put myself out there. I'm going to put myself out there. Like there is a guaranteed success. The more in alignment with who you are as a person is going to bring more and more success, because you are doing exactly what you are meant to do for yourself. And that will just constantly keep giving you green flags and keep leading you in the right direction, because it's the direction you're meant to be going on. Every person on this planet, regardless of who they are, deserves self-assurance and deserves self-confidence, and they deserve, purely just out of the sake of being born, their own path, their own light. And if things don't sit with you and are making you guess, then maybe you're not going in the right direction. Like if you're constantly going like, I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't know, like, is this the right choice? You know what? Sit with yourself for a moment. If you have to pause this video, pause the video. Sit with yourself for a moment and just go, is where I am right now truly bringing me happiness? If the answer is not a big resounding yes right now, it ain't it. And yeah, sometimes things can wash and recoil over and over and over again, and things that are meant to be can become different stages in your life, and that's fine, but you have to give yourself a chance. You have to give yourself a chance because you're going to be successful. It's very exciting to see the crescendo of this reading, slowly building up more and more, where it's like, yes, you're not distracting yourself with shiny things. It's the impulse and acting on the impulse and the inspired action to really truly bring yourself in alignment with who you're meant to be in this lifetime. And you can combat destiny all you want. I didn't think it was a great video game, so cheers. But what I can tell you is that sorry, bad nerd joke. But what I can tell you is that the more and I can guarantee you this because I have undergone what you are going through. I can guarantee you the more that you perform in alignment with who you are and who you are meant to be, the more aligned happenings and people and places and things and opportunities are going to be showing up at your door. So please take this as a sign. Go for it. All right. Where do I derive my sense of duty from? I'm sorry, I'm not meant to laugh at you. Oh, the Knight of Flowers in reverse, and then the Five of Teacups upright. Whew. All right, so I will tell you, I did not get this card in particular, but I will tell you that I understand. You are performing from past disappointments. There is a beauty here that I want to talk about, though. But before we get into the beauty, the one thing I want you to recognize is that regardless of past issues, regardless of things that have happened before, and regardless if you're sitting there going like, okay, Nicole, like, great, I get it. You're telling me to do these things. Well, I've tried it and it didn't work. Well, first off, shush. No. Here's the thing. Just because you've tried something before, and you might have gotten hurt, you might have gotten cut, you might have gotten burned, right? Does not necessarily mean that you should stop, right? Now, if it is a destructive behavior, stop. And honestly, I'm not getting a lot of self-sabotaging energy, but I am getting like I'm seeing this little kid trying to like use the stove and it burnt their hand, and now they never want to touch the stove again because the stove is evil and mean and they just eat takeout for the rest of their lives, right? But that's not the case here. And the reason why I say that's not the case here is because what I want to encourage you, your sense of duty is coming from a place of disappointment. Because you've proven yourself over and over and over again using these past experiences as facts to logically, and I can see that you overthink the fuck out of probably a lot of things. And you probably talked yourself out of a lot of things because you're like, well, I've been hurt before. I've been cracked before. Like, nobody's going to want this. I don't want this. Like, I hate this feeling. I don't want this feeling. The one thing, and the reason why, I talk a lot of smack sometimes about this deck when I use it for readings because of the hedgehogs, but the teacups are very similar in nature where they're all just teacups in different numbers, but this is my favorite Five of Cups in any deck I have ever seen. And the reason why is because it utilizes the Kukuoki. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I may have also used the wrong term. I'm sorry, but it is literally the Japanese art of taking broken objects and filling it with gold. Food safe gold for foodie stuff, but and it makes the piece even more valuable. Your sense of duty needs to belong to yourself. But you've had so many cracks And despite how much you've tried to probably fill it with something before, it hasn't really felt in alignment with you. And it's led you to paths that didn't serve you because you were coming from such a lack mentality. What I encourage you now is to pursue a sense of duty to yourself, right? And the more you become aligned, the more you're going to fill those cracks of past experiences with gold. But the number one thing is like, the number one call out here with you deriving this sense of duty with the clarifier of the Knight of Flowers is that anytime something wants to come in, you shut it down immediately. And you're like, no, this didn't work before. Why is it going to work again? And you rob yourself of experiences every time you do that. All right, we're going to take that one because that one really wanted to come out. Yeah, the edge of evolution feels messy. It's those broken edges. The edge of evolution feels messy. And it does. None of this is going to feel clean. It is a trial and error process for you. Please understand that. Like, this is a trial and error process, and it might not always be clean and clear. You might fall into old patterns of overthinking. You might fall into old patterns of cutting things off and stopping things before they have a chance to bloom. But what I want you to know is that it's okay. It's okay that this is messy. It's okay that it's not perfect. It's okay that you overthought yourself out of a really cool opportunity you really wanted to try. It's all right. But what you have to do is get yourself out of this mindset of things will repeat. Because they will not. You need to focus. You need to focus on the beauty of the piece of what you are now. And if you sit there and go, no, Nicole, there's no beauty there. Bullshit. I say this with so much love and light in my heart, but every person on this planet is beautiful. And the fact that you're not treating yourself with more compassion, I sit here and I say, listen, queen, king, zing, anything that you identify as, I get it. But to rob yourself of opportunities, of a better future, of a better tomorrow, just because you've had bad experiences in the past, is what's going to create a repeat of a cycle. And the more you try to unrationalize your desires, your straight desires, the more messy it's going to feel. But you're still changing. Here's the thing. A caterpillar becomes goop before it becomes a butterfly. And that shit's messy, right? Goop's messy. I'd assume so, right? So give yourself some grace. This is a transition period. And it's going to call for a lot of balance. Like, your back of the deck energy is 6 of Hedgehogs, which is being charitable. And honestly, the person who you should be charitable to is yourself. Especially with this overthinking energy. Like, I get it, but it's time to start listening to yourself. And the more you listen to yourself, the more you're going to establish that courage to be who you are, to be more aligned. And that's where some of this, like, yucky energy of disappointment might come back in and try to test you and try to like ha, like, you thought you were healed, and then you're like, yeah, but it's okay. I might be at the bottom of another mountain, but at least I have more climbing supplies this time, you know? And that's all right. We're human. We're here to be human. But be you. Don't try to be what everybody else is trying to be. Because that hasn't been yielding great results, has it? In what areas of your life do you need more balance? Let's see. Yep, this was the Knight of Spears, and then this was the Page of Cups, Page of Teacups with the 9 of Cups in reverse. This is powerful. Whew. the area in your life that needs more balance is your clarity of your desires. And please don't roll your eyes, because I know that we've literally just gone through this in 6 different ways. Maybe at some point this will stick with you, and maybe Spirit won't make an entire reading about the same exact message. But, you know, we all need to learn, right? So with the Knight of Spears here, right, this is communication. This is kindness. This is, well, this is swiftness. But I see kindness with the Page of Teacups. But the Page of Teacups is a very youthful and beautiful, eyes wide open type of spirit. And there's a balance to being called. It's very interesting because the Spears, which is the sword suite, right, is of air. And then you have the Teacups, which is of water. And you have here air and water, which is a masculine and feminine. So I'd love to see that, even though this is technically supposed to be a clarifier, there is a little bit of balance here. But it's interesting to see that the feminine has a little bit more of a predominant energy here, because feminine energy is all about receiving, and feminine energy is also very much the Two of Mystery, the High Priestess, this feminine energy of receiving and like allowing your intuition to guide you, right? With the Page of Teacups here, with the Nine of Teacups being this clarifier here of where you need balance. You need balance of being hopeful, and also, but you also need clarity of what direction you want to go in. For example, like these Nine of Teacups here, this is typically a wish fulfillment card, but because if it's in reverse, this is definitely Spirit asking you, what do you want? Make a wish. Be clear about your wish, and just as quickly as you're clear is as swiftly as will come in. But you have to be hopeful for it. This cannot be something that you're constantly looking over your shoulder going, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Yeah. Yeah. We have Sacred Mirrors that come out. So again, balance. And then you have Celebrate Your Wins. Yeah. This is a journey. And I'm honored and happy that you're here. There's some work to be done, though. And just recognize that a lot of the things that you want, and a lot of the things that will come up, and a lot of the things that you have surrounded yourself for, the more you open your eyes, the more you're going to recognize that the things that you are the things that are surrounding you. So if you are not happy right now, there's a lot of energy around you that's probably mirroring back that same energy. But here's the thing. The more you step up, the more you step in, not even step up, step into who you are truly wanting to be, the more you need to just kind of like relish in that. Make small steps and celebrate. Follow that intuition, follow that voice that's like deep inside of you that's going, okay, let's try this. If you do it, celebrate it. Not just the experience itself is not a celebration. You celebrating and really honestly honoring that moment and getting yourself super happy is what's going to start mirroring more things around you to start showing the things that you really want in your life. So, yeah, this was your reading. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon for another reading very similar to these. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment. Let me know if it resonated. I really pride myself in my readings, but sometimes it's really nice to see like, oh, this really resonated with me, or maybe even like some points where people are like, you know what, that felt a little bit off. Can I get some clarification? I love community. I love talking to people. So please, if you're interested in any other type of readings, please let me know. I can also do this again, maybe in a few months or in a few weeks, who knows. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you just for you being you and being open to this guidance. So just know that you taking this one step to watch this in its entirety is probably a really great first step for you to start this beautiful journey. And it might be messy, it might be crazy, it might be blah, but it's definitely going to be worth it. And I can say that because I'm while I'm on the other side of it, I'm still also going through my own new form of metamorphosis on another mountain on another side of the world. So pride yourself, celebrate your wins, be really happy for all the work that you've done and got yourself up to this point. And now it's time to put that hair back and put on an apron and get to work. So I love you. I'm proud of you, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, whether it was day or night when you did, and hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. Okay, bye!